Hello, I'm Will Sampson. We're in the shop today to talk about hand tools. In these days of CNC robots and automated manufacturing, do hand tools even have a place in a professional shop? I think they do, uh, but it's becoming a specialized thing. Uh, I use hand tools in my shop, but when I added in my dust collection system, I made sure it was capable of accommodating a CNC machine, small CNC, if I could add that later. So clearly, in today's world, shops are going to computers and automation more and more and more. But I still see a lot of shops go reach back for the romance and, quite frankly, the practicality of some hand tools. I laugh when I see how many shops have business cards with a plane like this on the pictured on the cover with curly Q shavings coming out. Yet, if you go to their shop, you're not going to find a plane like that anywhere in the shop. So the romance is maybe a sales feature, but there's also a practical thing. I use the hand tools that I have. Most of them are antiques that I collected. Some of them you can't find regularly new. I love this crank handle plane, or chisel rather, for getting into the corners in like drawers and things like that to clean up uh, glue or paint or something like that. And I don't know where you could buy one of those today very easily, but it's a great tool. There are modern hand tools that are being made. This is a Tom Lee Nielsen plane that I love, and Lee Nielsen manufactures absolutely wonderful hand tools here in Maine, where I'm located. Another antique that I don't use myself very much now, but I used to use a lot when I was teaching adult ed woodworking to make a point about hand tools versus more mechanized processes. This is a Stanley number 48 tongue and groove plane with a movable fence so that it cuts both the male and female part of a basic tongue and groove joint. Typically, I would demonstrate this on a board and show how fast this hand tool would cut a tongue and groove without having to set up a router for a specific operation. Of course, I would add that if you had it set up for a repeated operation, then certainly the mechanized automated way would be far superior. That's really, I think, what it gets down to is the kind of one-off thing. When I was building my house, I gravitated toward power tools for all of the things that I could use power tools for, but I kind of liked using this old Japanese Ryoba style pull stroke saw for a lot of things because it was as fast or faster and as precise or more precise for some of the operations that I needed to use. More recently, I've been working on a fun project. It's not for a customer. This is a cigar box resophonic mandolin that I made with a bunch of scraps, including this wonderful bird's eye maple on the back. I used a lot of hand tools in making this. But at the same time, I've been to the Taylor Guitars factory where they have at least a dozen CNC machines operating, and they also combine it with hand tools. I think that's probably one of the best examples of the place of hand tools in modern professional woodworking, including production settings. There's a place for hand tools, there's a place for automation. I don't like to get into the arguments about skill or craftsmanship. I think that there's skill and craftsmanship in the design and programming of automated production operations, just like their skill and craftsmanship in using hand tools to make something like this. But what's your take? I'd love to hear your comments. And on that note, let's hear what you have to say. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. You can see more videos and commentaries on our website at woodworkingnetwork.com and in the pages of FDMC magazine. Thanks for watching.